It's official now. The Hive Hustle Podcast about to sit you down. Go and fix your crown. This ain't a grain of salt. Pick your brain and thoughts. Even through a major loss, still remain a boss.
What's up? Welcome back. It's Mafioso, the Hive Hustle Podcast. I appreciate you for being here. This is my bro Tamasi. I want to talk a little bit about his furtherance into dance because he moved out here in 2014, right? Into Vegas. You obviously learned about dance through watching Rise. Mm-hmm. Now, were you a side question before we get into the meat? Were you a part of Utah's scene already when you moved here?
Yeah. I was pretty well invested in the scene.
Got you.
I threw a couple of battles. They were really small scale because I was just so inspired by I don't know if you know the B-Boy Federation out there in Utah. Yeah, like Text and all them.
Yeah.
I was really inspired by his events and tried to throw a couple of my own at a smaller scale. And then competed in a lot of battles out there too.
Okay.
So
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't sure of that. So when Vegas came into play, you obviously messed with One Round in Us. Like you helped film for us. You did a lot of projects. We just talked about the fact that we battled at SIO for God knows how many years. Ninja, when Ninja opened and all of those things, right? When did it shift to DJing? And because I know you hold a camera really well. What made you shift? And was it something that was defining or was it just...
I hate to... I don't even mean this in a bad way. I think I was just there was one point where I was really tired of hearing the same songs at events. And not that it was bad music, but it was just the same music.
Yeah.
And so in my head, I was I do like listening to a lot of different types of songs and... I like digging in my crates and finding music. And I think after a certain point, I was I want to give it a try. Thankfully, thanks to Kino and Mahala, they really put me on how to DJ. And I was kind of practicing here and there for a little bit, but it wasn't until a few years in, I was I want to try doing events, And thanks to For Real and Style and all them, oh, here, hop on, spin this. And I'm okay, cool, let's give it a try.
And that's one thing about the Vegas community is we'll always, now Jesse stepping into hosting, you know what I'm saying? Certain people step into certain things, and I feel you have a group of people Dez has been hosting. Art has been hosting. Neek has hosted before. So there's a couple people that are already involved in it. So if you need help or you need assistance to kind of okay, what should I do if this happens? You can get that assistance. So that's dope. That's dope. So what year would you say is that you started choosing to take it serious?
It was probably 2018, 2019. It was just kind of on and off because I was already invested in dance still.
Yeah.
I was performing in shows.
You were in Jabba for God knows how long.
Yeah, a good amount of time. Yeah. So yeah, I was performing for a while, but then I was I really want to be involved with the community still, but I also don't want to sacrifice myself.
I feel
physically.
that's exactly what I'm doing. I can't dance every day. Today I'm 38. I don't care if everybody knows my age. The fact is, I love For Real, my brother, but a couple months back, he tore his Achilles just by doing a step. And I'm okay, we're getting to that age where it's either I'm going to be heavily invested in stretching, meditating, yoga, all of this stuff if I want to continue to dance on a daily basis. Or I can invest where I can invest, be a podcast host, give people a platform of some sort, and still be a part of that culture in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel that's probably the same thing that happened to you.
Same thing, yeah. When you're dancing all day, every day, you don't want to go out and dance more without hurting yourself, But I still wanted to be just as much involved with the community, and thankfully, I was just getting hit up more and more for DJ work. So.
Didn't you just do if I'm not mistaken, you just did World of Dance?
Yeah, World of Dance LA.
Let's go.
That shit was...
So how was it being on that scale?
It was crazy because
you were next to Hans, right?
Yeah, I was doing it with Hans, and I think it was crazy because I think I've been spinning for Vegas for so long.
Yeah.
I think people kind of already...
We know your style.
Yeah. Y'all know what I play.
If I go to an event and Tamasi's DJing, I know I'm going to laugh some way, shape, or form at a track he plays. And then I'm going to think that same track is so dope because of the twist it has in it. And yeah, I can expect that.
Yeah. And
the fight or there's a certain thing you use right before the battle.
Oh, the get ready for the
yes,
next
there you
battle.
go. I'm that's your signature. Everybody has their signatures. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that is what became yours. So how did LA take it?
They loved it. I think they were just going crazy at the song selection, and I think it was like, I mean, you know, because they already have Hans too.
Yeah.
You know, and
Hans is a great DJ.
Amazing DJ.
Yeah.
Like phenomenal DJ. So it was dope to be up there, and people were just having a great time.
And if I'm not mistaken, you and Hans have tag team before too.
Yeah.
At the Level Up, right?
At the Level Up.
Bro, I was vending there, and I can remember looking at you and being like,
Yeah.
because they won't send you the tracks. They won't. I've paid for real for music, and all he does is send me a mix. And don't tell me what tracks is in the mix. I just have to like rewind it and cut it in GarageBand and make another track out of it. If I love it, like, I don't like y'all, bro. Because even people that ain't even DJs but do dig in like SoundCloud and stuff, like Jesse, I'll get a message every like 6 months. Hey, bro, here. I'll get a nugget. I'm like, y'all mother. Because y'all all got the good music.
Well, it's like, one, it's hard to do that because it's like we have so much music that we have to sift through like on a daily basis.
Yeah, especially when you're a DJ.
To curate. And then like the amount of people requesting music. And I feel bad. Anybody that's watching this and has been in the DMs, I promise I'll try to get some tracks to y'all, but it's tough because a lot of people be asking.
Hey, that's music is the way, like it drives it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if we know somebody that has amazing tracks, we're gonna message them.
Yeah. Or even better, you're gonna show up. You know, like, and that's how you know you're doing something right if people show up. Even if they don't want to, they still show up. Like, it's dope that DJs have that power to bring something out of somebody. And that's my favorite part about it, is playing songs that I'm like, you guys haven't heard this one yet. Huh? Let's try it out. And then, you know, that's
got to be a good feeling.
Yeah.
And then when they react to it, it's probably like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I had a couple people coming up to the DJ booth. They're like, yeah, man, you're killing out there. Yeah, and then just walk away. I was like, bro, it was so.
Hey, if I do that to you, don't be mad. Because now I know the trick. All you do is walk up to them and take a picture of their computer, y'all. You got to make this into a reel, Monte. Because you got to tell everybody how to do it.